Hello there, people of the internet. Guess what time it is again? It's time for me to do another review of Lego. Of course, I've been doing quite a bit of this, and even I've got to admit, I am starting to get a little sick of it, but I still love Lego at the same time, so I'm just going to do a quick little look over the box there for you. Actual size, one bike, trophies, two men in baseball caps. Oh, look, they've got the hey guy again. Two bag job, instructions. Da-de-da, there you go, there's the story. Can you all see that? I think that's quite clear. Let's see what we've got. Two bags, base units, stickers, and various instructions. Two sets of instructions, one for the truck, one for the bike, because of course the bike is on a trailer that's going to be pulled by this thing. Well, all looks good to me so far, so let's get this little thing built. Well, there we have it. Not a particularly long time to build these. The bikes especially took all of about 10 seconds. You just have a base unit, you plug the plastic bit on top here. You've got a little handle there that plugs in there. The wheels go in quite easily, and it looks fairly good. It's just you don't get that much of a challenge as far as the build is concerned there, but they do look the part quite nicely. The bikes are completely identical in all regards otherwise. So, having one of those days where I just drop everything. This is supposed to be the stand for first, second and third, although there's only two figures, so it's a bit pointless. But the stickers are there, all the same, first, second and third. And ironically, the stickers also show that the characters can have bike number 4 or bike number 5. But you know, my attitude to stickers, I don't like them, I don't want them. The figures are otherwise identical other than the faces. Only one faces. Oh, there you go. He's broken his bike, must be a security feature. I can't steal the bike if you've taken the handle with you. But this fellow, otherwise, he's identical to the other fellow apart from the helmet, and the fact that he's got glasses on. You can easily take the helmet off and switch it for one of these baseball caps, which for some reason have a hole in the head. And because there's no hairpieces or anything like that, there's no second face, so there you go. We'll just put him down there, and we'll put his helmet down there as well. The little trailer bit, well, it's incredibly basic. The bikes would obviously drive up that little ramp there and fit into place, and there's a little peg to keep it nice and secure. Same sort of thing is repeated here, but here's where things get a little, shall we say, irritating. I'll just move these over here. In fact, I'll move all of those pieces just a bit out of the way here so I can get at this a little better. You'll notice that the back here, there's a little section for the trailer to plug in. Like so, da-de-da-de-da, reversing, driving, and so on. But how do you actually get the bike up onto here, you wonder? Well, you're supposed to pull this out here, and as you can see, that just came straight off. And you put it back like that. The bike is just supposed to be driven up and over and on like so. And to be quite frank, I just don't like this. It rolls away quite nicely. Okay, so it looks all nice and flush and so on, but it just feels like a really lousy, time-consuming method of storing something away for the time being. Otherwise, you get a wrench on the side, you get whatever that's supposed to be and whatever that's supposed to be. I'm assuming that's a gas canister. Does a fairly good job of staying in place quite nicely. You've got emergency lights on there, and of course I've corrected it to allow for the fact that the steering should be on the right, because I would be driving on the left hand side and therefore need a steering wheel there. Something I've noticed quite consistently in all regards though is that as far as this sort of set is concerned, whenever you've got somebody who drives along in a big vehicle, they always have a cup of some sort. They must be driving while drinking, and you're not supposed to do that because you might spill your drink of hot boiling coffee all over you, scalding you and therefore causing an accident. Like that. And that's actually knocked one of the pieces off, but there you go. But otherwise, see, he's drinking and driving again. He's scalded himself. The Invisible Man, because there's nobody in there otherwise, the Invisible Man has scalded himself and had an accident. But other than those minor little nickels I've got, it otherwise looks quite nice. The only other thing I don't really like is the wheels. They just look too small. I'm tell you what, I just happen to have another vehicle to one side, and I'm just going to borrow the wheel from that and see if I can. No, it won't fit. Too large. You could squeeze it on, I suppose, but it's just going to tear it apart. Well, that was irritating. Well, there you go. Maybe if the wheels had been slightly higher up or something, that might have looked a bit better, but it looks like it's had the suspension lowered. Probably for its job. But it looks quite nice. It looks... certainly I like it. Like what it's supposed to look like. Niggly bit with that there, because it doesn't... when you pull it out, it also doesn't feel particularly secure either. Once you've actually got it in place, it just feels like it's going to fall off. It's a bit of a motocross challenge, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, the bike might just fall off at any point, but even then it doesn't go all the way down because there's not really anything securing it properly. If you'd had the same peg like this over here, that probably wouldn't have been an issue, but as it is, no thanks, it's just a bit of a pain. He looks like he's going off looking for water with one of those, what is it, dowsing sticks? It's got he's got a humongous S on the back and a smaller S of the same design on the front. Yeah. That looks a little weird to me now. Oh, I don't know. Well, I think that's really all I can say about this. Obviously a few things that could have been done differently. Oh, one thing that I did notice during the construction, for some bizarre reason, you might be able to see this on the camera. Can you see that blue bit there and there? Yes, you've got to put a very specialised blue bit in there and then put two more of these sort of cylinder bits on top of that to provide support, I guess, for the rest of the vehicle. But putting it together, there's no real logical need for them to be there. They're just bits that are in there for the sake of being there. And that was annoying. Completely wasted, useless, unnecessary parts that possibly didn't even need to be in here. Maybe there was some sort of minimum parts requirement and they just put those parts in for the sake of it, but all the same, if you are looking for spare pieces, then this does give you unusable bits, I suppose. Bits that aren't needed elsewhere, bits that could probably be used for some more sort of creative pursuits, I assume. Well, I'm rambling now, I'm out of ideas, I'm out of observations, so I'm going to call it quits. Total Pips for now. Live long and prosper. Comment, like, subscribe. Go on, you know you want to. Go on.